Hi, I wanted to show you today how I turn my students into good sight readers right away. And it starts with learning the music alphabet. I have never heard of anybody doing this. I kind of figured it out on my own. So if you do this, then great. Let me know if it works for you as well as it does me in my studio. So I use flashcards. I made these myself, but you can go on Etsy, Teachers Pay Teachers, Pinterest. You can look for free printables. Other people have made such things. Find flashcards. I made a caterpillar set and I made a basic letter set. I use this one with teenagers and adults, and I use this one with all of my kids, all the little kids. So what we do, we start out by learning the music alphabet forwards first. And I have two sets of A, B, C, D, E, F, G so that they learn that after G always comes A, not H. And we will set these cards up and they have to build the caterpillar in the correct order. And we do this just couple minutes each week in their lessons, in their very early lessons. We build the caterpillar and we build them forwards. And honestly, they have it memorized in 1 or 2 weeks. And then I also have them start at the bottom of the piano and say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and go all the way up the piano forwards. This prepares them to then learn the piano keys later. They're already sort of learning those keys, but not as much as what they will later. But this is kind of prepping them for that. This is also getting them ready for being able to read music. We do the music alphabet forwards. And like I said, it takes them very little time to get that, especially if they're older and know the alphabet already. Then we work backwards. And I have them memorize the music alphabet backwards. And we build him with G, F, E, D, C, and so on. And we work on that. It takes them a little longer to get the backwards version. I would say some students can get it in 2 to 3 weeks. Others can take a couple of months, surprisingly. But we work on it until they can do it backwards, because we don't play music forwards always on the music alphabet, right? We have to be able to do our letters backwards and forwards. Once they have this down, then we work on skips. And usually I start with A, and I tell them what comes after A. B, we're going to skip B, so what do we put down next for a card? We put down C. And after doing a couple of these with them, they will figure out how to do skips. They will start critically thinking and figuring out we need to skip the next letter and put the following card. So after C, we would put E, and so on. Not only does this prepare them for reading music, they are learning a skill in their brain. Their neuron pathways are forming to be able to do these letters in any random order and do so quickly and see the pattern. I don't go any further than skips. I don't find it necessary. You can. I do use these cards sometimes to build chords, but honestly, this is also preparing them for chords and scales later on. So there are many things that they're learning by doing this. I recommend definitely using flashcards and teaching your students how to do forwards, backwards, and skips in the music alphabet, because not only is it getting them ready to become good sight readers, it's getting them ready to find the keys on the piano in any order, and also preparing them for chords and scales later. So I hope this idea helps you. If this is something you do in your studio, let me know in the comments. If it's new, try it out. Let me know how it works for you.